Are we really doing this?
Yeah, you can't
What
just not show up to these things.
But I don't need this kind I really don't need this. Like,
Maybe I don't think you understand how valuable of a resource therapy is.
right?
When you have it,
Maybe
you
she's
need
not
to take
even
advantage of
here.
it.
Like like she's not down
Oh,
here.
well, we're about to find out. I didn't see a close sign anywhere.
Uh,
Oh,
Huh.
hi.
hey.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Um, this one has an appointment with you, and he's
Oh,
going to fulfill it.
right, yeah. The one that was like, what was it, a week ago?
Things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry
But
about that.
yeah, I I'd appreciate if y'all two had the conversation that y'all set to have out here. Well,
Mm,
not out here, but
yeah,
do it.
I mean, sure. It's not like I have other things to do, yeah. Go on, come inside.
You got this,
You
okay?
suck.
You'll be okay.
Okay,
I won't be far.
You can just sit down
good. Yeah,
wherever.
cool.
Yeah, so are you comfortable with me sitting here, or
Uh,
we
you
can go
can
back?
sit wherever.
I mean,
I'm okay.
okay, look. The last thing I want to do is make you uncomfortable here, okay? So, look, it's all about you. So if we end up chatting about, I don't know, birds and stuff for the rest of the appointment, it's fine, as long as it makes you feel better, okay?
Yeah. Last time I came here, I was gonna bring Pedro with me for support, but I forgot him this time because Lucky dragged me out of my house.
Yeah, and in the middle of the night, which is interesting for Lucky.
Yeah, she was helping me out with some stuff at my house after the explosions and everything, and part of my
Oh,
house got blown up.
right. Oh
She
no,
was
I'm
helping me
sorry.
clean up. Yeah, my farm got completely just destroyed. Luckily, the house wasn't hurt. None of the animals got wounded.
What is...
Just everyone's a little shaken up, I guess.
Gosh, I haven't been on Marigold when it happened, so I didn't know. Didn't know they blew up a lot of your stuff. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it sucked, but I'm okay, and yeah, that's all that matters.
Okay then, but okay. So why do you feel Lucky needed to take you here?
I mean, I did go. I don't think I really
It's okay.
talking about the problems aren't gonna make them go away. So
I mean, talking about problems doesn't make them go away in general, but sometimes you start understanding what's going on better, and you keep finding solutions afterwards.
yeah, I just I don't know. It's it's weird. I just don't want to, you know, throw all my issues on somebody who doesn't need to, you know, have that shit on them.
Look, it's not like you're forcing me to do something that I don't want to or anything. I mean, first of all, it's part of my job. And, well, second of all, it doesn't. It doesn't force me to, like, go do something, talk to someone else and stuff. And, yeah, it's just me listening. It's like, they're usually stuff that you can't tell even the closest friends because you know that they're gonna be worried, or because, I don't know, there are some consequences to that. But I'm just a person who really doesn't influence any of your life, like outside of therapy. So, yeah, if there is just something that you need to, I don't know, get out of your chest or something, you can always do it here. You don't need to feel like you're burdening me or something, because it's not happening.
And you won't tell anybody
Of course
anything?
not. Of course not. It's also part of
Is
the
it like
job. Like
a
complete confidentiality.
liability thing?
Oh my god. What kind of... Look, I'm just a therapist. I'm not, like, planning to use this information for anything or not. I mean, with all
Really?
with all stuff, with all the shit going on in Marigold, I mean, there are too many people planning and scheming and doing some other stuff. I don't want to be a part of that. I'm just going to
Good.
listen.
Good. Okay. I don't even know what to
I
like.
mean,
Anything?
yeah, like anything.
Um. I been having nightmares lately, and they suck a lot.
Okay.
And it feels like no matter what I do, I'm in a constant nightmare. And maybe one day I'll wake up from this hell.
Hmm.
Maybe one day it'll stop.
Have they just appeared randomly, or was there something that triggered their appearance?
I don't know, these nightmares seem to follow me wherever I go.
Hmm.
You know, in my dreams.
Okay, fair enough. So, is it a constant something, or are they changing?
It's a constant something.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, sometimes if there is something constant that's going on in our mind, be it nightmares or just, I don't know, thoughts that are recurring, like going on out of nowhere, maybe your mind is trying to tell you something. I mean, maybe this nightmares do mean something else. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you see either a person or an object and you think it's just an object or just a person, but your mind chooses to show you this person or an object. So there has to be meaning.
Yeah. It's gotta be meaning.
Yeah, have you tried, I don't know, thinking what it could mean?
I mean, I just try to forget it's even there.
You know, ignoring usually does not help that much. It's like, have you ever touched a burning something, like anything, a kettle, for example?
Uh,
Like
yeah.
with your hand. So, like, if you touch it, at first you don't feel the physical pain, it just goes into shock. But then, as you keep touching it, the pain grows stronger and stronger. And if you choose to ignore it, you're basically gonna end up with a lot of burns. But sometimes it's good to listen to this pain and, well, take your hand away from the kettle. So maybe instead of ignoring your dreams, you should try to, I don't know, listen to them, try to figure out what's going on and why.
What if they say awful things? You know, what if the nightmares people die and there's that constant fear of who's next. Do you feel like nothing you can do works?
Can be different things. It can be you just being afraid of losing these people, but if it's something else, if it's not just them dying, if it's, for example, something hurting them, or something recurring, or I don't know, if there's some circumstance or some place or something, then maybe it's not you just being afraid, it's you being afraid of how this thing that you can't figure out, or, I don't know if you tried figuring it out, may affect them. So basically, I think that the first thing you'd need to think about is, why are you saying this? Like, not just the consequence, the source of it.
The why is constant. The why of all of this happening is constantly running in my head. Why do I keep seeing this? Why does it keep happening? Why do the people I love keep getting hurt? And there's never an answer.
Yes, but was it just why, or did you try to analyze how is it connected to the thing, or I don't know, like whatever you're saying?
Some of the things, some of the things haven't even met or know of any of the. I don't know. There aren't connections between some of the things.
Okay. But if it's the same nightmare,
It is technically same thing, different people.
if it's the same nightmare, it's usually your mind trying to tell you that this is something that you need to be focusing on. And if you try to ignore it, then maybe instead of running from it, you should try to, maybe not embrace, because it's hard to embrace something on the spot, but maybe you should try to stop and analyze it.
There are more important things to be worrying about than that, like the fact that the town got blown up and the fact that people are dying.
I know.
How can I sit here and how can I sit here and think about that kind of thing when
Maybe
they're so.
you wouldn't be able to help anyone if you can't help yourself first. I know that there are things that need to be fixed. I know that there are people who need to be protected. But you're among them. Not the fixing part, the protection part. You need to help yourself, because if this gets worse, if you don't, take your hand from the kettle, then it's gonna hurt you, and you won't be able to do other stuff.
Just want to be able to help everyone.
So what's stopping you? Are you gonna be worried and that's not what you want, or is it something else?
I'm scared that anyone I try to help is gonna die regardless. I mean, everyone I've ever cared about has either died, left me, gone missing, fucking come back years later and not, without me even realizing that they're gonna come back,
Hmm. You can't let what happened in the past define your future. And sure, there was a lot of stuff, I guess, that happened. And there will be stuff Yeah?
How do I let my family leaving me behind not define or affect me?
No,
How do I get over the fact that my sister, who I didn't even know I had, came back after fucking like 10 years?
no, that's always gonna affect you. And I'm not saying that it won't. I'm just saying that, yes, there will be a lot of stuff that's gonna be messed up. But you can't just let the fear define you. The fear of it repeating, the fear of you doing something and it going this exact same way. Because if you stop, there will be nothing.
I don't even know how to feel about half the shit that goes on in this town. And I don't need my own personal issues from my past coming back and making things more complicated. I'm glad things are going the way they are. But I don't even know. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
It's okay. Take your time.
There's just so much going on in my head. It won't shut up.
Look, it feels like you're trying to take care of everything at the same time.
I'm trying to help as many people as I can. This all. I just want to help people here. Make sure they're okay.
There are a lot of dangers in this town. Yes. And, well, there also are a lot of people who are trying to do the same thing as you do. Trying to see that nobody gets hurt. So maybe I'm not asking you to just stop doing that, but what if you can take, like, for example, 15 minutes, 10 minutes to get a breathe, to not think about all of them and to think about yourself. It doesn't have to be long. It really can be just 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, but even if I am alone from people, there's always that fucking, that little voice in the back of your head that's always nagging you. Always talking, always saying things. That little subconscious you.
Yeah, that I do know.
I just, even when I'm alone, I feel like there's always somebody else in the room too.
Eh, You can't get rid of this feeling. I mean, you can't get rid of this feeling fast, and it's not like a lot of people don't have it. It's just what we really choose to do with it. Do you choose to let it just talk and you do nothing about it and try to ignore it for the rest of your life, hoping that it won't influence whatever is going on in your life? Or do you choose to try to understand what your subconscious is trying to tell you? Because like it can say mean words, it can call you names, it can do whatever, but there is something that you are either hiding from yourself usually, or just your subconscious does realize that it's trying to give you a hint.
I don't know if any of the things I hear are hints, or if my brain is playing some sort of fucked up trick on me at this point. Because it doesn't sound like tips. It sounds like giving up. It sounds like every little thing inside of me pulling me deeper and deeper until there is no going back. And if I tell, or if I talk about it, it's gonna drag other people down too, or I'm gonna end up hurting people. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I feel like I don't even know myself anymore. I feel like there are so many things going on with me that I don't understand.
That's exactly what you need to try to realize who you are. Who you are, or who your subconscious is not technically a correct form, but what's going on in your head, what it's trying to tell you. It can't be something that's gonna happen fast. It usually can be just fixed with a snap of your fingers, but you know what? What was the last time you had a proper rest, YB? A real proper one.
I mean, the other day,
Was it a real proper rest, or
it was sleep.
You know that it
I-
doesn't.
At this point, I'd be grateful to get a couple of hours of sleep.
Right.
It's hard to sleep when there's something always nagging at you. Something always in your brain yelling at you, talking over you, making you feel like there's nothing to do about it. And then the fear of getting fucking blown up or killed in my sleep. It's not that easy to get some good sleep anymore. The fear, it's not even the fear for me at this point, it's the fear for everybody else. The fear for the people living in my house, the people living in this town. Don't want anyone to get hurt anymore.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I have another question for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead and ask.
While we were talking, sometimes you would look away, like look not at me or not on the floor or the ceiling, I don't know, but look somewhere as if there is something there, or I don't know, something that
Oh my
piques your
god, sorry,
interest.
you shut up! Sorry. Sorry, that
Did it?
wasn't...
Okay. So what was it?
Sorry.
Did you see something?
I have something I should probably tell you.